right, let's continue our tree study with a look at one of my favorite trees, the eastern red cedar. Come on, let's go. You guys, it is so beautiful out, even though it is so cold. It's about 12 degrees. I just about slipped and fell there. You can see water's running in the creek. You can maybe even hear it. And we're headed over to one of our eastern red cedar groves. We've got like 8 inches of snow on the ground, and for southern Missouri that is not a common thing. The eastern red cedar has a pyramid shape, obviously with the wider part on the bottom and the pointier part at the top. They have needle-like leaves, and they also have some more scale-like leaves. If we look really closely, let's see if I can find some. These have some really pointy, sharp parts, and that's the newer growth, and the older growth is not as sharp and prickly. Now we're in the grove here. My kids love to play in here. They pretend they're surviving in the woods, and it makes a great little shelter, natural shelter under here. If we kind of zoom in, you can see the bark is kind of peely on the trunk of the eastern red cedar. And it's kind of like got a reddish tinge, reddish brown tinge to it. And then the needles are going to be that dark green color that we saw earlier. Sometimes the eastern red cedars get a bad rap because they're really hardy species, and they'll grow in lots of different conditions that aren't always the most desirable for other plants. But we love our eastern red cedars. I just think they're so beautiful, especially of course now in wintertime when they're draped in snow and showing off that they're still green underneath. Here's a really good example of the sharp, pointy foliage that's new growth growing in. The eastern red cedars have separate male and female trees. And you can tell the difference because the female cones are like tiny little kind of bluish colored berry-like things. And the male cones are just tiny little brown cones at the end of some of the branches. So I'll try to find one to show you. Here are some more cones at the end of this little branch here. You can see little brown structures. So even though the eastern red cedars get a bad rap from some people because of their hardiness, they provide a ton of shelter for wildlife species. Deer like to bed down underneath them. They provide food as well. Oh look, you can even see the deer tracks down here on the ground. The deer have been back here. They provide food for wildlife. Some animals will eat or browse on their vegetation. Others, like the cedar waxwing, one of our favorite birds, likes to eat the little berry cones on the tree. So they do have a lot of benefits. We use them as Christmas trees. They make an excellent Christmas tree in the wintertime, and their wood is known for its wonderful aromatic smell and is used in like closet and trunk linings. Sherman, are you having fun in the snow? Yeah. Sometimes you'll even see these gall type structures on the eastern red cedar. All right, we're gonna look at this under the microscope. We'll give you a close-up view, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed learning about the eastern red cedar with us today. Have a great day, guys.